right, so my Kansei rim has arrived. It's an 18 by 10 and a half rim. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up, see how it looks, and then get it on the car and see what kind of clearances I have with the backspace. There she is. All right, let me get it out of the box. All right, look at this. Looking good. Let's hope it fits. Here's the tire I'm gonna be using. Falken 295, 3018. Boom. That's gonna be sweet. Okay, this is how it looks sitting on the car. It looks like it's gonna work. I'm gonna crawl under here in a second and show you the tolerances, but look at that. I think that's gonna look pretty damn cool. I'm gonna take the rim down and have it mounted on just one tire. Bring it back and just double check everything again. All right, let's take a look underneath. Here, obviously, is the bump steer tying into the spindle. There is plenty of room there. No worries at all. As you can see, there is tons of clearance for the brake caliper. Look at that. Just got back from the tire shop, got it mounted up, and look at that. Look at that. That is something else. That is beautiful. Get some various angles here. One thing that I was worried about when it comes to back spacing is, like, if you imagine a dragster, right? A drag car, how deep dish the rims can be, right? Well, that's all relative to your back spacing. And the smaller the backspace, the more deep dish look you get. And so originally we were kind of toying around with 5.5, 5 3/4, but that would be for custom wheels. You can't get anything that I've been able to find with a predetermined, a production backspace like that. So this is why I ended up where I'm at, because custom wheels are, you know, $3,500, $4,000. These are going to cost me, these rims here, $1,200. Look at that. Look at this bad boy. So in my very first video, I thought I was going to be going with some classic looking mini lights. After exhausting research on custom wheels and the cost, it's just ridiculous. And I had to find a better solution. Anything when you get to an 11-inch rim, and if you want to do like a 315, you know, that's even a little bit wider than this, but not by much. You got to get a custom rim to get the correct back spacing. And once you get into custom, the price exponentially increases. So you're looking at from ET wheels or ET mags for a set of 11-inch rims with a custom backspace. When it's all said and done, $3,100, $3,200. If you're doing a more modern rim, you're looking at $4,000, $5,000. I mean, it's ridiculous. So I went with the option of finding a production rim, so no custom backspacing, to see if I could achieve that, and I did with these. I'll throw up on the screen the specs on the tire so you can just see how perfect it is. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go outside with the rims that are on the front now. What's really great about what I'm gonna show you is the fenders are off the car, okay? So I'm going to turn the steering wheel, crank it hard right, hard left, and zoom in there and show you the tolerances of how perfect it is. And this is like, in my opinion, unless you're going to spend the money and you're going to do other modifications to your car, this is the way to go. Now, granted, this is my car, so you're going to have to make sure things fit with any modifications you did for yours, and double check the back spacing. But I'm going to show you how perfect this setup is with a production wheel. I know without the fender, it looks a little funky. But that being said, without the fender, you're going to be able to see exactly what the tolerances are for everything. Turning radius, upper control arm, steering components, etc. All right, so as you can see, I have this cranked all the way to the left. So I'm just going to start back here first. So first, you can see the tolerance right there for the inner side. Now, that little nip right there, that can just be bent in or just cut off altogether just for peace of mind. So that's no problem at all. Look at all the clearance in there. And then look at the clearance there. Again, this is a 295. Oh, and by the way, the diameter is 25.1. Okay, plenty of room here. All right, so here's the upper control arm and its clearance with the rim. That's a little more than 1/8 of an inch. I think it's closer to 1/4 of an inch. But that's perfect. Outstanding. Now I have it cranked hard right, and we'll check our tolerances again. Okay, so there's your bump steer kit, and you can see there's plenty of space. Perfect. You look at the front there. Tons of room back here. And that's a good 1 inch from the inner tire to the inside of the engine bay there. All right, so I hope this helped some people out there when it comes to their struggle on trying to get a package of rim and tire to fit on their classic Mustang. Again, unless you're willing to spend exponentially more money, do a custom wheel, a custom backspace. I know everybody wants that 315. I wanted it. You can do it if you're willing to put in the money and some modifications, etc. That being said, my setup here, my tires are almost as fat as a 315. It costs less, and it's a production rim. No modifications needed at all. I just put them on the car.